And Lina Abu Akleh is Shireen's niece and joins me now from New York, and you would have just seen her also in Jamal's report. Ms Akleh, good to have you with us on the programme. Can I just get your initial reaction to what the Israelis have said today?
Thank you, Suhail, for having me. As a family, we are not surprised. This is something that was expected from the Israeli side. It's definitely outrageous. It's, however, expected. But for us, it was never about an Israeli investigation. For us, it has always been about a U.S. independent investigation. At the end of the day, you cannot have war criminals investigating their own crimes. From day one, we've known that Shireen was targeted and killed by an Israeli soldier. So for us, these are merely nothing but statements obscuring the truth and continuing to spread disinformation.
Indeed, your family statement earlier in the day was very specific and very direct, and certainly will get a lot of attention globally. So, as you say, as a family, you know what you want. But for our viewers, what is your next move? How do you move forward after this particular statement from Israel, and which direction do you move into?
Well, as our statement has stated, and as we've been clear for the past 4 months, we continue to call on the U.S. to investigate the killing of one of their own citizens by the Israeli army. We also, now that Israel stated that Shireen was likely killed by an Israeli soldier, then now this proves that the ICC should take this case and should investigate into this war crime. At the end of the day, these statements will not discourage us. On the contrary, we will continue our fight for justice and our calls for accountability. There needs to be an end to this cycle of impunity that Israel continues to enjoy.
And of course, you touch on the fact that the direction you may be looking towards is the US, because one wonders what sort of pressure you can continue to put on the US, considering you do have a sizable amount of American politicians who have been putting pressure on the Biden administration to push the Israelis for an independent, fair and transparent investigation. Is that where you'll be sort of directing your efforts in the next few days and weeks?
Yes, as we've been doing for the past few months now. Again, it's not just our family that's disappointed and outraged by the lack of action from the U.S. administration, but it's also their members of Congress, senators, representatives who have been calling for an independent investigation. It's not just us who are upset and disappointed, and the members of Congress as well are questioning whether U.S.-funded military weapons went into the killing of my aunt. So we will continue our efforts in pressing for members of Congress to continue to pressure the U.S. administration to open a U.S.-led independent investigation, because the statement today by the Israelis was nothing of accountability. So for us, it's important that not only members of Congress, but also journalists, civil society organizations, and human rights organizations continue to support our calls for justice and accountability.
Ms Abu Akleh, it's always good to speak to you under these sort of difficult circumstances. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.